So your quiz tomorrow, here are the diagrams you're going to see. What you're going to want to do is circle these answers on your sheet so you know where they're at. You will also have this video available to you on the YouTube channel .a at wwcsd.net. If you like the video, click like, subscribe. All right, so number 1 on your sheet is ciliary body. And on this diagram, they don't really have it labeled. I mean, I guess this kind of looks like ciliary body down at the bottom. I don't like the way it's diagrammed, though, so let's not do that on the quiz tomorrow. All right. Number 2 is suspensory ligaments, and that is on your quiz. This is where it's at. If I write it down up here, that means you should circle it on your sheet, know that you need to know where it's at. Okay, number 3 is iris. That's a colored portion of your eye, controls the size of the pupil, which the pupil is number 16. You don't have a 16. That's because they didn't put pupil on there, but it's on your quiz, so you should know it. So maybe you want to label that 16 pupil. That's in the center of the iris, right? It's really just an opening in the center of the iris, and the iris can change the size, the diameter of that pupil. Number 4 is aqueous humor. And number 5 is the lens. Focuses our light on the retina so we can see things. We've got the very front portion of the eye. Number 6 is cornea. Cornea. Number 7 is vitreous humor. Number 8, fovea centralis. Number 9, optic nerve. That is on here. Optic nerve, number 9. Okay, I don't, let's see. Number 10. 10 is optic disc. And then 11, 12, and 13 are the layers of the eye. I don't really like the way they have them labeled on this diagram, but it's going to be something like this. 11 is pointing at the outermost portion. That's going to be the sclera. 12 is pointing at the layer underneath that. That's going to be the choroid. And number 13 is the innermost layer, and that's going to be a retina. Did I say 16? I might call that 14. It doesn't matter. It's just an extra one. Okay, so there's your eye diagram. Anything I missed besides pupil? And that's it. That's 9-5. Actually, it's not 9-5. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Yep. 9-5, one more thing on 9-5 is the extrinsic eye muscles. If you want to take a picture of that, take a picture real quick because I'm going to erase it. The extrinsic eye muscles are really pretty easy. You just got to remember your medical terms. So for these, remember that rectus means straight. So if the muscle attaches straight onto the eye, like towards the front, it's called a rectus muscle. Oblique is when it comes from the side. So the two oblique muscles are going to be here and here, all right? The one on the top we call the superior oblique. On here it actually runs back this way a little bit. Superior means above, right? And then the other one is inferior oblique. Cool. So all the other muscles, the other four, are straight muscles. They're all rectus muscles. There's one that attaches to the top, and that's going to be the superior rectus. The one that attaches on the inner part of the eye back here, so more towards the middle of our face. That's going to be the medial rectus. This one on the side is called the lateral rectus. They have it cut away here so you can see the medial rectus. And the one on the bottom is called the inferior rectus. So those are the extrinsic eye muscles. And now that concludes 9-5. 9-6 is about vision. 9-6 diagram in the bottom right. I'm not going to put on there. But the answers to 9-6, some of these questions are going to be on there. Like number 1, I would circle that. And the answer is C. Number 2 is B. Number 3, circle that. That's A. Number 4, circle that. That's C. Number 5 is B. Number 6, circle that. That's D. Number 7, circle that. That's iris. 8 is myopia. 9 is macula lutea. 10 is accommodation. 11 is B. 12 is C. 13 is D. Cool. The diagrams I really just wanted, in the bottom right, I really just wanted to see the differences between rods and cones, which are pretty easy to see because rods look like rods and cones are cone shaped. All right, so let's look at 9-7. So the ear, special sense organ of the ear. 9-7. Number 1 is B. B as in bumblebee. Number 2, circle it. The answer is C. Number 3, B. Number 4, D as in Dodds or cool. 5 is D. 6 is C. 7, circle that. The answer is A. A. 8, circle that. The answer is D. 9, circle that. The answer is B. Number 10, circle that. Answer is E. Just kidding, there's no E, it's C. 11 is B. 12, circle it. Answer is C. And 13 is C. Huh? No, don't circle 11. No circle on 11. All right, so the diagram that you have This is a diagram you're going to see, and it's going to be matching just like this. It says label this diagram of the year for the quiz on Monday. Your quiz is not on Monday. Your quiz is on a Friday. It says quiz on Monday because I stole it from the internet. And these are the possible choices you're going to see at the bottom to match up. You're not going to be expected to do all of them. I'm going to tell you which ones you need to do. All right? So if I write them up here and label them on this diagram, that means you should circle them on your sheet. Okay? So number 1 is the outer ear, or what they call on here as the external ear. All right. Number 2 is the middle ear, or what they call on here the middle ear. It's the right ear. And then they have inner ear, number 3, which they call inner ear. So that's pretty easy. That's pizza cake. Number 4 is pinna. Pinna on here, though, another name for the pinna, auricle. Auricle, pinna, same thing. All right. Number 5 is malleus, the hammer. On here, it's called the malleus. It's right here. Number 6 is the incus, which is right here. Number 7 is the stapes, which is right here. That goes up against what's called the oval window, which they don't have labeled on here. Well, you didn't have to do it on yours either, did you? Okay. Number 8 is vestibular complex. Now, so I say to think of the inner ear as a snail, right? The vestibular complex is the snail head. So this is going to be slightly different on your quiz. I'll show you how so here in a minute. All right. Number 9 is temporal bone. Number 10 is cochlea, which is on here. You do need to know that. That's the snail shell. Okay. 11 is vestibulocochlear nerve, and that is here. Number 12 is bony labyrinth. 13 is auditory tube. It is on here, but I wasn't going to have that tomorrow. I was just going to leave it off. It's pretty easy, though. 14 is tympanum, aka tympanic membrane, which is what it's called on here. So that's this. Sound vibrations rattle against that. And then we have 15 is the external auditory canal, which on here they call the external acoustic meatus. All right, and number 16, there is no 16. Make a 16. Because this is an important one. These tubes up here, these are the semicircular canals. Semicircular canals. And bleep, 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 that's all, folks.